Know that the world operates in a question-response kind of way. Know that the world does this even when you're not even asking a question. So a sentence such as, you've got to reset the timer before you open up, still asks, what are you going to do in response to me telling you that you still have to set the timer and listen up? And that person telling you that might look at you curiously, just as if it were a question, waiting to see how you respond. Humans fail to realize that when you bring a sentence to somebody, even though you might not think you're bringing a question, you are bringing a question. And the question is usually, what do you want me to do in response to it? And know that humans are going to fall in this trap every single time they talk to someone, and they're going to be like less stupid when something happens, and they're going to be less stupid because they're not going to realize that what they said tied a question with it, and the answer that they get they're not going to like, but the answer that they get is only being get out of a impatient showing that there was a question tied in response to it. Like someone who says to you, you can't do that, and then they stare at you. That is really, really bothersome, because what they're really saying is, I'm, uh, I'm basically gonna stop you, and now you're gonna not do anything about it, right? And that's exactly what it is. It's a right. It's a, you're not gonna do anything about it, right? It's not good to do this. No, that it's not good to do this. Know that you should say no that before everything, because it minimizes the response. A friend on Facebook posted a picture of a hat, a fur hat, and he was like, yeah, I don't really rock hats, but I'm gonna be doing this shit in Miami, lol. And I wrote in response, faggot shit. And I wrote it to say that, you know, you don't really know what your answer is gonna be, and you're not providing one, so I'm going to show you what really comes to the mind, and I'm going to show you how shocking it is to you. And I wrote that. I wrote faggot shit. I'm so sure he was taken aback. But I don't feel bad saying faggot shit, because even though he's my friend or whatever, that only goes so far. He made me read something about him, related to him, not related to me, that I was forced to mentally discard, which that doesn't happen. You always formulate a response. Part of what I discovered, part of what you will discover, is that anything said in the world has some sort of response to it, whether it's verbally or non-verbally. You might be thinking in your head, this fucking guy, he always tells me that. Or you might go ahead and say something like, you always fucking say that shit. And guess what? No matter what it is, the person is always going to be taken aback, because they are not able to put themselves in another person's shoes. That same person is also too dumb to get why we use know that. That person is too dumb to understand that, oh, well, we put a person in the seat of the sentence so that he or she feels entertained enough to listen to the end, and they don't ever have to think about how they respond, because it's obvious that you just want them to know it. People are too stupid to fucking get that. So people think that I'm just throwing in the whole new dude or the new hey by saying know that. Fucking idiots. So honestly, I'm not gonna feel bad about writing faggot shit to something that really sounded like faggot shit and just not holding back, because who do these people really think they are? Know that I asked that rhetorically, but what I really mean to say is that you have to be pretty stupid to not realize that for every one thing you say, a person has to read it and scroll through it and think, fuck, why did I even read that? If there's no involvement to them. And it also shows you that, wow, this person has really got it coming to them that the whole world is not about them.